Spiritual spiritual experience is the root of all religious life and spiritual life. It should be, not beliefs. Beliefs are concepts formed in the mind. Experience you register the experience in your mind. And in silent meetings, we sit and create the conditions in which we can penetrate to that aspect of ourselves, which is the spiritual aspect. And it's from that experience that one can then go out into the world. There's a lovely quote by William Penn where he says, "True religion it turns men out into the world and excites their endeavours to mend it." He didn't say excited endeavours to mend the world are true religion, because they aren't. And the beauty of Quakers is we recognise that fact. We recognise that experience precedes beliefs. Doesn't mean we don't have beliefs, but the beliefs have to be rooted in experience. They're not just floating around by themselves.
So a creed won't do it?
A creed won't do it. A creed is just concepts. It doesn't. You must. The experience is beyond concepts. It's one of the things that if you think about how we operate as conscious beings, our minds evolved to enable us to negotiate through the world and survive. So we had to develop connections during the evolution between our sense organs and our minds, so that we could distinguish, because the mind is just a representation of something. So we needed the means to distinguish between representations which were of nothing and representations which representing real things. It would be no use if you had a representation of a nice flat plane in front of you and there actually was a crevasse and you stepped into it and you were gone. So our five sense organs, touch, feel, smell, sound, sight, are all there to enable us to survive in the world. But there is a sixth sense organ. And we get a sense when we see something and it's real and so on, we get a sense of the truth of it. And there is a sixth sense organ, it seems to me, which when you center down, you quiet your mind, you get a conviction of something there, but you can't put a finger on it because it's not there in that sense. And that's why Quakers, we talk about being convinced, not converted. Convinced means it's come from an experience. So, and that's your experience. It can't be given you by somebody else.